Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X. It's Friday, and well, we'll get into the reason why we're doing this on a Friday instead of the usual Thursday because we didn't get a chance to start the weekend early, but better late than never. I am your host, Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So, yeah. Um, So yeah, real quickly before we do the shout outs and the plugs and everything. Yeah, what happened was there was a power we had a couple of power outages over here in my area. And yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. And so instead of, you know, doing the show and then having having the power go out again, I decided scrapping the show and I'm gonna save it for just postpone the show till tomorrow. So and tomorrow is today, and today is hot as hell. It is hot as hell. And if you hear the fan, I have my fan, so if you hear that, that's the reason why. So yeah. So oh yeah, it's Pride Month, so yeah, we gotta lend our support and everything. Oh my god, I almost dropped my soda. But I'm gonna put a damper on my day. But real quickly again, Um, shout out to the LGBT community. We here love you. We love you. We we support everything that you do, and your friendly neighborhood Tom Dog loves you the most and everything. And I am a huge supporter of the. I am a ally supporter and a wonderful friend to the LGBT community, and we're always here about love and everything. So yeah, we are. This is what we're here for. We are here for you. We are here for everybody, and we do this every year. So I can't say that I'm woke or anything like that because this doesn't work. I gotta get this trimmed. This beard is it's supposed to be like this, but got got this one thing sticking out over here, so sticking out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? I kind of like the the blonde hair going here and then the blonde hair going down here. It kind of looks like superstar Billy Graham. All these fans out there. We'll talk more about that. We got wrestling to talk about. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about tomorrow. So yeah. Um. So how you all doing? So, anywho, let's do the shout outs and the plugs and everything like that. We got to do this. We got to get the show going because we have lots to talk about and so little time to do it in. Oh, damn. We have a lot of time. Yes, sir. Um, big shout out to the Dorkening Podcast Network. Big shout out to the Dorkening Podcast Network. Tons of shows on their network there. You definitely do not want to miss any one of them, especially my all-time favorite show, The Splash Pages. Drew and Jeremy and everybody, and Carrie and Leo and the many guests that they have on each and every week. They always have a good time, and you'll have a good time doing it too. You'll have a good time watching them as well too. Check them out at the Dorkening Podcast Network, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, and let's hope that the Dorkening is at the top of your list. And big shout out to Carrie, Raz, and everybody over at the Owl Network. Big shout out to each and every one of them. Gotta check out their stuff. They're also amazing, and you can check them out on YouTube. And definitely worth checking. Definitely worth checking out, and you'll be glad that you did. And then big shout out to Millie Playful. And Millie Playful and Tango. And if you like watching people play video games, then Millie Playful and Tango are the ones for you. Check them out over on YouTube, over at Millie Playful and Tango, and you can have a lot of fun watching them play the video games that you love, and you'll have a good time doing that as well. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Trade in your video games, your old consoles, and everything like that. Want to part ways with it? They'll take good care of you. You got some pop vinyls? They'll take good care of you. You have some autographed items from like wrestling, sports figures, and actors and everything. They'll take good care of you. You have Pokemon cards? They'll take real good care of you. So, and if you need a fixing on your favorite console, they will definitely take real good care of you and your console as well too. So check them out over at, and if you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area, and you want to check out this amazing store, definitely do so because it's really amazing. Check them out over at check them out over at mnjvideogames.com. And this episode is brought to you by Dubby. And what is Dubby? It's an energy supplement that leaves you no crash, no burns, no sugars, no dyes, no artificial flavors, or any of those cheap gimmicks that you don't want to drink. And you don't know what they have going on in the prime area. So yeah, if you don't want an energy supplement or an energy drink that doesn't taste like Logan Paul's urine, I strongly recommend that you get the best, and the best is Dubby. And good old Tom's got a good old Tom's got a good old Tom's got a perfect one for you. A little something for you. You go to w.gg right now, use the promo code BRILL at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase. That's w.gg, promo code BRILL at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase. And I'll have this popping up periodically during the day. But yeah, you definitely don't want to miss out on that. It's wonderful. It's amazing. You'll love it just as much as I do. So yeah, definitely. I will be right back because I gotta take a shit. I'm only kidding. Just shouting out all the wonderful lip readers that are watching tonight. I don't give you guys enough love. I really don't. Nature calls and everything like that. So, there you go. I put the air on because I was sweating. I am sweating. Oh yeah, that's right. I have that. I have it going. So yeah, got the air on, got the fan on, got everything on. Now I'm comfortable, and I had to use the bathroom, so I'm relaxed as well too. So, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but got to mention. I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but yeah, Forza Horizon 5 has an update. It's been out for a while now, for a few weeks now, and yeah, it's been doing pretty good. Been, so I've been playing a lot of it, and I've already unlocked a few cars already. So and the Rally Adventures um is on sale as well too. So I picked that up. So I was playing a little bit of that. That was the update that came out last year that I did not put on the top five. So the best of 2023. So yeah. um, yeah, we got some really cool stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Um, real quickly, just to remind you that next week, starting Monday, all from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, huge event week coming up next week, and it's our second year doing Gamers Week. So yeah, this the week is devoted all to you, the gamer. And so yeah, got some really cool stuff to announce that. And yeah, they had the um Jeff Keighley was on earlier today, showing off, showcasing some video games that are coming out, which I will not mention in this episode, but I will be fanning them out um during during the week and everything like that. So um however, I will mention one thing. I will mention one thing. The Mega Man video games are out on the Game Boy. Um, for the Game Boy versions of Mega Man, all five of them are available now on the Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy section. So yeah, um, I never played them before, and strangely enough, I was doing a lot better with Mega Man 2 than I was with all the other Mega Man games. So yeah, very interesting. um, but I never owned a Game Boy, but it was a really nice piece of history to check out and everything like that. So yeah, really awesome. And yeah, you definitely don't want to check out that for you um, Nintendo Switch owners out there. So yeah, a little bit of a um, I will. That's the only thing I am going to mention. But um, so yeah, next week, starting Monday, we're gonna be doing the Gamers Week. I'm looking forward to that. Um, we're gonna start out. We're gonna kick everything off on Monday with Xbox. Then we're gonna go with Xbox. Tuesday, we're gonna do um PlayStation. Then on Wednesday we're going to do Nintendo, and Thursday we're gonna do the whole we're gonna do um PC. Sorry, I'm sorry. So yeah, we're gonna be taking care of that, and that's all gonna be next week. And then Friday will be the wrap up. So any video games that I did not mention will go on there. Plus also who I think was the better showcase event. So yeah. Um there has been no word about no major announcement about Nintendo Direct. So I am assuming, I'm not holding my breath, and I don't want to, and I do not want to do any clickbaits or anything like that. But I'm sure Nintendo's going to do. I don't know if Nintendo's going to do something for next week, but if they do, it'll be a surprise. And they always throw in some really good Nintendo directs. So um, so yeah, if nothing, if that hasn't popped up, um, then I'm going to improvise, and then I'm going to do a last minute video on that. So plans could change next week, so we shall see. And yeah, but all I do know is that I am pushing for a week long event, and all this without any hiccups. So um, follow them on social media and everything like that, including myself, because so that you can stay up to date on when and where I'm going to do that. And I say where because I'm debating whether or not I'm going to do these shows on Twitch. So yeah, that is a really big deal. So it is a debate right now. It is up for a debate right now, and I haven't quite decided. Should I do these, shows on Twitch and then just port them over to YouTube later? That's I will leave it up to you. So yeah, and it will bring back some old times because originally I did Channel X on YouTube. So I mean on Twitch. So and then I ported it over to YouTube. So originally these shows, I did do a live show, but then I ported it over to here for that. But anyways, I'm boring you guys, and I don't want to do that again. So yeah, got a lot of fun stuff coming up next week, and yeah, this is our this is our E3. So yeah, even though there's no E3 no longer exists, E3 is in my heart because I love it and I've always loved it, and it's always been it's always been a part of um my history involving Channel X. Um so it is a tradition here, and we're not going to give that up just because E3 is not around. So they have something different, so we're going to do something different too. Gamers Week um, is I guess the name I'm going to be calling it for now on until something better comes along, and I'll leave that up to you. Um, if you can find a better event week event week title, then I'll give it a whirl and see and and yeah, we'll have fun with that. But as of right now, as it stands right now, Gamers Week is Channel X Gamers Week is happening. So yeah, um, but like I said, I'm debating whether or not um to just do it live here on YouTube or live on Twitch. So yeah, it is a possibility. So we shall we shall see what we do for it. So um, I'll probably leave it up to you guys on social media. So yeah, polls a must. So yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh yeah. Okay. Might as well get started with the show then. I guess don't we don't have to worry about that if we don't want to. I mean, we don't have to do the show tonight. I could just sit here and stare at you aimlessly until you guys say something. It's like, do the show, damn you! Yeah, we'll do the show. We got some topics to talk about. Okay. Um. Yeah, Star Wars: The Acolytes just premiered a couple of days ago on Disney Plus, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. A little bit different, and it is part of the Star Wars timeline. This is the events before the Empire, and it is kind of interesting that I was looking at the synopsis of this whole thing, and it looks like we may be getting Darth Plagueis the Wise. So, um, I am looking forward to that. So yeah, that looks really interesting. And maybe even a young Palpatine as well too. Um, so yeah, very interesting concept and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that. And Carrie Ann Moss from the Matrix movies um, made a special appearance in that film. I mean, in the series. So yeah, it was actually really cool. It was really cool seeing Trinity and being Trinity only as a Jedi. Didn't think it was possible, but it was possible. But yeah, overall the shows are going to be good. So they did 2 episodes already, and it looks pretty good. Laid back than all the other ones. So, but I'm per it's a little slow paced, but I'm sure as the episodes progress, we're going to see some more things happen and everything like that. So I'm giving it a chance, and and I love Star Wars, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. And looking forward to seeing where the episodes. And so yeah, the first 2 episodes were really really good, and looking forward to seeing what else happens and everything like that. So yeah, we got yeah, you never can tell what's going on, and I gotta go to the place that I love, that I used to love. But this damn thing is getting slow. It's bothering me. What the hell, bro? I don't know. I'm in a whole new world right now. And no, I'm not singing that song. Sorry. Trying to go on Twitter and things frozen. Again. Again. There we go. I don't normally go on here. Okay. On my tablet. So, so yeah, this thing is so freaking slow. It really is. It's slow. Where is it? I know I posted up. Oh, one side note. Um, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul real quick, a little sidetrack before I find the thing. Originally originally that fight was canceled, and apparently that's apparently now it is happening, and I am looking forward to it. And so yeah, it's gonna be changing the date is gonna be has been moved from July to November 15th. So yeah, it's gonna be it is gonna happen. It's just due to complications of Mike Tyson and his health. He had a little bit of a medical emergency. Um, I believe it was like the beginning of somewhere around last month, I think, or at the beginning of the month, I forgot which. But yeah, he seems to be doing a lot better now, and yeah, it's gonna be really really cool. And so yeah. Let's see. Okay, so on to some big news. Big news right here. Um, so a lot of um for those who do watch the show, I thank you. And one of my favorite channels I do watch from time to time is MeTv. And like that they have the cartoons on there, and we're going to be getting into that, and plus also Sven Gulli. I love Sven Gulli. They had a nice Godzilla movie last week, and oh, I love Sven Gulli. So but mostly I do watch the cartoons that they do show up on there, and when they do have them on there, it's amazing. Plus also they have some really cool shows on there as well. Um, some shows that I haven't seen in a long time as well too. Um, plus some plus some other stuff. But the reason why I mentioned the cartoons mostly is because of the fact that the cartoon section um, on MeTV on morning in the morning seems to be doing very well for the channel for MeTV. So good. They have the every Saturday they have a Saturday morning block of some cartoons. They have Tom and Jerry, Woody Woodpecker, Popeye, Betty Boop, and Looney Tunes. So they have a nice little selection for everybody. And numbers for that period seem to have shown some significant improvement to not only for the network itself, but the cartoons seem to be keeping television alive. So that right there is actually really good. So so because of the popularity that this channel is getting on the cartoons alone, the CEO of MeTV decided to come up with a secondary channel devoted to the cartoons that they show on MeTV. And the list that they have is amazing. So, MeTv Toons. Sorry, bumping my mic. So the name of the channel is going to be called MeTv Toons, and it's going to be available for everybody. It's not going to be on a paywall system or anything like that. you'll be able to see that through your your cable provider. And so yeah, there's going to be some really really cool stuff. Um, and it looks amazing. They have a section already on their they have a MeTv Toons section on Twitter where they're plugging a lot of stuff that they're going on here, and the amount of licensing that they had to get in order to make this happening was astronomical. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think MeTV has a Warner Brothers affiliate to it. I don't know. Um, I don't know what the primary affiliate is. I don't know if it's like Universal or Paramount or so forth. But yeah, it really is amazing what they have on here, and it looks really really amazing. And the cartoons can go from um, the I believe this from from the old the golden age cartoons all the way up to the 90s. And yeah, the list is amazing. And and I grew up with a lot of these cartoons when I was a kid, so yeah, this is a really cool thing. And we are going to run down the list of what's going to go down. And yeah, it looks really really cool. and and yeah, it'll be amazing to see what we will um have to look forward to. um so yeah, this is going to be really really cool. And the the premiere of MeTv Toons is going to be launching on this month on the 25th. So the 25th of this month. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a Monday, but I could be wrong. So yeah. Um so so here's the block of what's going to start off. Monday through Friday. Um from and we're gonna go in order what they have it here on the list. So yeah, this is a pretty big list, and so if there's anything that you see with that I mentioned here is going to be yeah, let us know what you're looking forward to seeing on MeTV Toons. Um, so Monday through Friday, starting at 6 a.m. Captain Planet and the Planeteers. 6:30, Police Academy, the animated series. A lot of people don't really know what that not too familiar with that, but I love the show. Um, it's based off of the Police Academy movies that were hugely popular around this time. They started doing these shows right around um, Police Academy Police Academy 5 and Police between it was like around Police Academy 4 and 5, right around there. And so yeah, a lot of cool characters um in there. And so yeah, it was a short-lived syndicated show, and but it was really to me, I thought it was really funny. So yeah, it was really good. But there's one that's even better, and it will be on at 7 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. The Real Ghostbusters. They got the rights to the Real Ghostbusters, and that's a very popular cartoon of the '80s. And so yeah, huge fan. They got a lot of scary images in there, and yeah, it was really cool. 7:30, Beetlejuice, a popular animated series that was on ABC for a while, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, then from and then at 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock and 8:30 is going to be an hour-long block of Bugs Bunny and Friends, which is pretty much what they have on the MeTv Saturday morning lineup. So yeah, that's coming over to the channel. 9 o'clock will be the Underdog Show, another classic. 9:30, Inspector Gadget, another classic that I love. From 10 at 10 a.m. and 10:30 will be an hour block of the Smurfs, a huge it was a popular cartoon in the 80s. On Saturday morning was they aired that they used to air that on Saturday morning. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, this next one, a show that I'm not really familiar with because I never really knew that this character existed until I seen him in random things. 11 o'clock, Peter Potamus, Peter Potamus show. Those who are familiar with that will love that. Up next, one of my personal favorites, at 11:30, Wacky Races and the Perils of Penelope Pitstop. at 12 at 12 noon, Yogi Bear. Yeah, they got Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear. Everybody knows Yogi Bear, and he's smarter than the average bear. You know what I mean? Time to break out the picnic baskets. 12:30. I vaguely, I used to watch these when I was a little kid, so but I do vaguely remember them. At 12:30, Adam Ant and Secret Squirrel, and at 1 o'clock and 1:30, there's going to be an hour-long block of Cartoon All Stars, consisting of Woody Woodpecker, Popeye, Mr. Magoo, Tom and Jerry, Droopy, and Casper. Maybe some others. And so yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, that's an hour-long block. And then at 2 p.m. and 2:30, it's going to be another hour-long block. Only this time is going to be Casper and Company. So pretty much everything from um, the Harvey cartoon things that were really popular. I would say like maybe Casper and Baby Huey and some others too. So yeah, really cool list right there. Okay, and 3 p.m. and 3:30, an hour of Popeye and Pals. So a lot of King cartoons. So yeah, so it's gonna be we're gonna probably see some Popeye cartoons and Betty Boop. A lot Max Fletcher cartoons in that area too. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what they show on there. Then for 4 and 4:30 p.m. we will see an hour block of Woody Woodpecker. The Woody Woodpecker show consists of all the characters in the Walter Lantz cartoon lineup, which was consists of Woody Woodpecker, Andy Panda, um, and others. So yeah, pretty cool. Then 5 and 5:30 is the Tom and Jerry show. Going to see a lot of Tom and Jerry, of course, Droopy, Screwy Squirrel, my personal favorite, and so yeah, a lot of good characters. And Barney Bear, almost forgot about him. 6 o'clock is Scooby Doo. Where are you? Going to get to see that. Then at the Jetsons will be at 6:30, followed by an hour of the Flintstones at 7 to 7:30. Then 2 hours of Bugs Bunny and Friends from 8 to 10. And then from 10 to 10:30 is going to be, 10 from 10 to 11 is going to be Cartoon All Stars. Again, that's going to be Woody Woodpecker, Popeye, Mr. Magoo, Tom and Jerry, Droopy, and Casper, and maybe others. 11 o'clock, we will see The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. So yeah, good lineup with that. So we get to see some Fractured Fairy Tales and some other cool stuff, as well as Rocky and Bullwinkle. And 11:30 and 12 o'clock, that's going to be 1 hour. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be an encore presentation of Tune In With Me that they show on MeTv, on the primary one at 7 o'clock. And at 12:30, the Underdog Show. 1 o'clock in the morning, my personal favorite, Speed Racer, followed by 1:30, Marine Boy. Not familiar with that. Then they have at 2 in the morning, you got The Mask, followed by at 2:30, Police Academy, the animated series. Going back to The Mask, it was a short-lived Saturday morning cartoon that was voiced by Rob Paulsen. So yeah, very very classic. This next one is Thunderbirds, and that's going to be on for an hour, 3 and 3:30. Very For those who don't know who Thunderbirds are, these were wasn't wasn't a cartoon. It was more like marionette puppets. Kind of like, for the older generation, you get to see Team America World Police. That's a perfect example for that. Um, so it was in that genre, and but Team America World Police is not canon to Thunderbirds. Just let you know. But yeah, it was a homage to the Thunderbirds. But yeah, they used puppets, and they used marionettes and everything like that. It was actually really successful. Um, it's actually one of my father's personal favorites. Supercar, I'm not sure what that one is. I'm not sure of that one, and as well as Captain Scarlet, Joe 90, and Fireball XL5. Those are going to be on right after Thunderbirds. 4 o'clock, 4 in the morning, Supercar. 4:30, Captain Scarlet, and 5, Joe 90, and 5:30, Fireball XL5. And that's going to be for the entire lineup of. That's going to be the entire lineup for Monday through Friday. Now, on Saturday, this is a biggie. This is a biggie. These are pretty much basically the cartoons that were very popular. That a lot of kids used to watch on Saturday mornings. So yeah, I'm going to be eating a lot of cereal on this one. At 6 and 6:30, we're going to see Elf, the animated series. It was basically the timeline took place before the events of Alf, aka Gordon Shumway, over to Earth. It was a popular Alf being this popular sitcom of the in the early to mid, to the mid 80s, and that show was so popular that they made a cartoon series out of it. They actually had two of them, and it was actually leading up to the events of of how Gordon showed up on to Earth. And at 7 and 7:30, we're going to see Alf Tales, which is a spin-off of the animated series. So yeah, it was that popular. 8 and 8:30, we're going to get an hour of Captain Planet and the Planeteers. 9 and 9:30, we got Hysteria. It was a Steven Spielberg production, and it was popular. It was a little popular back then, and so yeah, it was pretty interesting, and so yeah, it was under the same animation department as the Animaniacs and Tiny Toons in that nature. So yeah, it's really cool. 10:30, got an hour of Scooby Doo. Where are you? 11 a.m. We got Top Cat, really cool cartoon. At 11:30, we have Johnny Quest. Then at 12, a huge show, huge action show back in the day. Not the new Johnny Quest Adventures, but yeah. So yeah, 12 and 12:30, we have an hour of the Underdog show, and at 1 p.m. we have Wacky Races, my personal favorite. And then at 1:30 we got Josie and the Pussycats, which was a huge Hanna-Barbera. It was a popular Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Then at 2 p.m. we have The Real Ghostbusters, followed by 2:30 with Police Academy, the animated series. Then at 3 p.m. we have The Mask. Then at 3:30 we have the Peter Show. Then at 4 o'clock we have Ant and Secret Squirrel. Yogi Bear will be on at 4:30 on Saturdays. Then 5 and 5:30 we have an hour of Woody Woodpecker. Then at 6 and 6:30 we have an hour of Rocky and Bullwinkle. And 7 and 7:30 we have an hour of the Flintstones. And then 8 to 10 o'clock we have a 2-hour block of Bugs Bunny and Friends. 10:30 we have Cartoon All Stars. 11 p.m. we have Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. And this next one is actually pretty interesting because it was pretty popular back then on Saturday mornings. And it was 11, so it's going to be on 11:30, Duck Dodgers. That's based off of Daffy Duck's character from the Looney Tunes, and so yeah, it was so popular they went and did a actual series with it. Marvin the Martian being the villain, primary villain in the series. So yeah, it was actually pretty cool. This next one at 12 a.m. we have Two Stupid Dogs and Secret Squirrel. Two Stupid Dogs was one of the popular cartoons on Cartoon Network in the cartoon category, and Secret Squirrel was in with the mix on that one. So these are new episodes, the newer episodes of Secret Squirrel. And then this one's my personal favorite. I used to watch this every Saturday morning. 12:30 is Freakazoid. Very funny cartoon. Very funny cartoon. So yeah, it was a really huge show there. And then at 1 and 1:30 we have an hour long. We have an hour of The Mask. Then at 2 and 2:30 we have an hour of Police Academy, the animated series. 3 and 3:30 we have The Real Ghostbusters. And this one's my personal favorite. Coming up at the 4 and 4:30 mark, we have an hour of the GoBots, Challenge of the GoBots. Not too many people know who that is, because Transformers was was the more popular than than the GoBots. And so yeah, this was Hanna-Barbera's version of Transformers. And so yeah, it was actually it was successful, and it was actually, and I loved it. It was one of my favorites. And so yeah, um, 5 o'clock in the morning, we have the completely mental misadventures of Ed Grimley. This is a character that was made popular by Martin Short. He did this character on Saturday Night Live. He was more famously remembered for this role on a sketch comedy show that he was on, which was which was, I believe, it was a Canadian version of Saturday Night Live, but it was called SCTV. So yeah, a lot of good actors came from that one. And actually, an actor passed away not too long ago, a few weeks ago. And so yeah, um, so yeah, he'll be making an appearance on. He'll be lending his voice in one of the episodes too. So yeah, on some episodes. So yeah, so yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, on to Sunday. We have 6 in the morning, 6 and 6:30. We have an hour of Alf Tales. Then at 7 a.m. we have the greatest adventures stories from the Bible. So yeah, it's being that it's um Sunday, um gotta throw in some Bible friendly show on there. So yeah, um I'm gonna be missing so yeah. Um so yeah, if you get to learn about these were stories that were kid friendly for for Bible study and everything like that. So yeah. Um and if I'm not mistaken, I used to watch these I had to watch these shows from when I had to go to Sunday school. And so yeah, I vaguely remember them. So I'll check it out just to see what it is. You know. And then they have at 7:30 Inspector Gadget. Then we have which Inspector Gadget was one of the popular shows on syndication. Um, so yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Um, so at 8 and 8:30 we have the Tom and Jerry show. We don't need to go into details with that. And then 9 to 9:30 Casper and Company, which is of course is going to be consisting of Casper and some various cartoons from the Casper line. Woody Woodpecker, um, the Woody Woodpecker Show, hour 10:30, and then at 11 o'clock we have the Underdog Show, followed by 11:30 with the Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Then 12:30 we have Bugs Bunny and Friends. Now on these next list, excuse me, this next one, they're going to be doing some interesting stuff here. It's a um it's a 2 hour block. It's a 2 hour event. They're going to be showing some movies um of the Flintstones. They're calling it Flintstones Family Sunday, which is all the Flintstone specials that were huge back in the day, and that were really popular. They did a lot of they did a lot of animated uh films there, and it was actually pretty. They were actually pretty good. one of my personal favorites being the Flintstones meet the Jetsons. So yeah, that was one of my personal favorites. So we're probably going to see that on there, as well as some other ones in that era. So yeah, it's going to be really really cool. And then at from 3 to 4, and then from 3 to 5, we have 2 hours to fill, and they're going to use that for Scooby Doo Sunday specials, which are probably going to be the specials of the Scooby Doo um movie specials that they used to have, not the ones that like they may show Zombie Island or anything like that, but there was one where there was Scooby Doo um at um there was one that I saw, and where they're at this haunted high school and everything like that. So yeah, um it was actually pretty. I forgot the name of it, but it was actually pretty cool. But yeah, you're gonna see that on there as well. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Um, then at 5 o'clock, we're gonna see the Smurfs, followed by at 5:30 the Jetsons. Then at 6 o'clock, Top Cat. Then 6:30 we have Johnny Quest, huge show. 7:30 we have an hour of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Then this is a huge one because at at 8 to 11, there's going to be 3 hours of Sunday night cartoon all stars, which means they're going to be showing some random cartoons, and you don't know who they're not sure who's going to be on there, but yeah, it's going to be really really interesting. Uh, and 11 o'clock we have Rocky and Bullwinkle. Then 11:30. Now this one I never saw. This is Wait Till Your Father Gets Home. Um, this one's very interesting on that one. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what that one's all about. Um, then at 12 o'clock through at 12, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3 hours of totally tuned in. I guess this is going to be um some random cartoons um that you know rarely get enough love and everything like that. Um so yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to be on this list. What they're going to be showing. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. Then at 3 in the morning, we have 3 and 3:30. We have Speed Racer, an hour of that, followed by Marine Boy at 4 o'clock and 4:30. Then at 5 o'clock, we have the Real Ghostbusters, followed by 5:30 with Beetlejuice, and then they pick right up where they left off on Monday through Friday, starting with Captain Planet and Planeteers. So that is the list. That is the list that's there. And again, this starts on the 25th of this month. So I would check with your cable provider to find out what channel is going to be. Um, that reminds me, I got to go down to my cable provider to find out too. So yeah, this is going to be. So yeah, you don't have to order anything or anything like that. From what I understand, it's just going to be free for everybody. And so yeah, it's going to be. So yeah, MeTV's having a secondary channel. So yeah, this is really really cool. And I am really looking forward to this because I'm going. I don't usually watch. I don't often watch a lot of television on there just to watch wrestling, so I can get my notes in and everything like that. But yeah, this is a really good list of cartoons. Really good list of cartoons, and my childhood has come back, and I thank MeTV for that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what shows they can do and everything like that. I hope they can. I would like to see like a Svengoolie um spin-off. like maybe they could show like have a couple hours of like scare, and then show just like scary cartoons, and then one of them being, they could show in Beetlejuice because they have some scary stuff, Real Ghostbusters being one of them, but also they need to acquire the rights to so that they can have um Tales from the Crypt Keeper. That was an awesome show. That was a really awesome show. Yeah, they can pull that off. They can pull that off, and then just have like a Svengoolie uh theme to it, and that would be really cool. I would love to see that. And so yeah, I'm really looking for, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this. And so yeah, if there's any cartoons that you would like to see, let us know. You know what I would love to see? Actually, you know what I would love to see? There's like three of them. There's three of them, and they're all based on video games. And no, not one of them being Captain Planet or the Mario or Zelda. I'm thinking that what they should do is throw in Pac-Man, Saturday morning Saturday morning arcade cavalcade, Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, that was part of the Saturday morning arcade cavalcade, and Cubert. Those were awesome shows. I would love to see that. That would actually be pretty cool. But mostly Pac-Man. um, I can get the rights to that because they practically got the entire Hanna-Barbera line. So yeah, it'd be really cool to see what other stuff they're going to show on here. I would like to see them acquire Laugh Olympics. That was a really cool, and Super Friends. Those were really cool. Those were really cool shows. Maybe even, who knows? Maybe even Star Trek. Maybe some filmation as well. I think that would be really cool. Get to see He-Man and Brave Star and She-Ra. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, I like this list. It's really really cool. So all right. So yeah, yes, sir. Okay, there we go. Okay, couple more things to do before we leave here, and excuse me. Tonight was the last night for Pat Sajak. Um, his last episode of Wheel of Fortune aired tonight. He is officially retired, and so yeah, this was the season ending. Season ending, and very emotional, very emotional night, and um, you know, I mean, I'm gonna miss Pat, um, but he's not going far. He's actually going to be working more behind the scenes now. He is actually still um, consulting producer, so um, not really sure what that is, and it just sounds like he's like a therapist, and it's like if the producer's having a tough time and everything, like so stressed out, Pat can just put his arm around their shoulder and be like, "It'll be okay." That's what I thought what a consulting producer is, but I, I am wrong. I am wrong. So yeah. Um, but yeah, he hosted Wheel of Fortune for many many years, 41 years to be exact. He actually replaced Chuck Woolery. Chuck Woolery was actually the original host of Wheel of Fortune, and apparently he Chuck Woolery went on to pursue a singing career, and we all know what that happened. We all know what happened there, and so yeah, Pat took over, and he's been on the show ever since. Then later on, he was partnered up with Vanna, and yeah, it was a they made a great pair, and everything. It was actually really cool. And so yeah, there was like to me, they were just like they were just like this they were I guess you could say they were like his you know Vanna was Pat's TV wife. Oh, I guess you could call it that. Um, but yeah, and this was very emotional, and we're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. So hopefully when I'm still working hard on trying to become a contestant on Wheel of Fortune, and I'm gonna do it. I try to do it this season. You know, try to get it in for this season, but didn't happen. But I'm still determined, damn it, and I want to be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. I really do, and I'm not giving up on this either. I really want to do this, and so yeah, looking forward to seeing what Ryan Seacrest has coming up for next season. Uh, Vanna's still going to be on to to get the letters out and everything like that. And yeah, Pat had such an amazing it's tough going to see him you know it's going to be tough not seeing him on there anymore. But I know that it's time to move on and everything like that. You can't go on there forever. Can't we all can't be like Alex Trebek, who was on there until he passed. And I don't think we would ever want to see that from Pat. I mean, it was emotional with Alex when with Alex Trebek, but it was also really tough, to see it on here too. But yeah, it was really really good. But yeah, we're gonna miss. We are gonna miss Pat Sajak, but you know he'll be never know when he'll show up and everything like that. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what Ryan Seacrest has to bring to the table. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And so Pat, thank you for the many years that I grew up watching Wheel of Fortune. And it was to me personally, it was a um educating experience because um I actually did well in English. Strangely enough, because I'm always sometimes doing the ums and everything like that. A lot of personal stuff going on medically and everything, which caused me to be the way I am now. But yeah, I learned Hangman being my favorite my favorite game, and but this was a friendlier version than having Hangman. So um but this was a but it was but the show's really popular. Still going to be popular, you know, another 40 years and everything like that. And so yeah, this is going to be amazing. It's like I said, it's going to be sad to see him go, um, to see him retire and everything like that. But hey, you know, it is what it is. And Pat, thank you for the many years that that I enjoyed watching you and enjoying the many cool stuff out there and everything like that. And I absolutely, I'm going to treasure those moments. And you get cartoon, Game Show Network still has are airing your stuff and everything. And looking at some older videos of you, back then, and nice, those moments will last forever. And I'm looking for, and again, I just want to say thank you, Pat, and thank you for the memories. Thank you um, for educating me on the English language and everything like that. And I'm still gonna continue watching Wheel of Fortune in your honor and everything. And there's one more thing I want to do, and I have to do this. It is my great honor to induct Pat Sayjak into the Channel X Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Pat. You deserve it. Happy retirement, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. One more piece of material before I call it a night here, because I know we're running over because of the long list that I bored a lot of people with, probably. But this one, I'm gonna leave you with this. My final thought. Um, and this one's going to be dedicated to the class of 2024. Um, it's a really I haven't done stuff like this. I haven't done one of my good speeches like this in a long time. But I figured that now was the time to really bring that back, because 2024 for some, um, it was a very challenging 4 year. Uh, you started school. You started in 2020, and at a time when you know things were shut down, and it was tough on everybody. It was tough for you because you weren't, you know, some friends that you may have grown up, that you went to college with later on, or you know, not being able to make some new friends or go into a dorm or anything like that. 2020 was a very challenging year, and it shouldn't start off that way. And your first year at college, but 2020, you guys passed the test. In 2020, you passed the test. You you pulled through. You persevered. You stuck in there, and you did what you had to do. And 2021, you reunite. You were able to go to those classes and everything like that. Make friends and everything. And now here you are, graduating 2024. This is a very special occasion for a lot of people who had to pull through at a very trying time in 2020. Pull through. And now here you are. Getting your diploma, getting your, whatever it is. And you're taking that knowledge to a new chapter in your life. Now, this is your story. Make it a good. Congratulations to everybody who's graduating in 2024, who started off in 2020. This is for you. And my gift to everybody who had to survive, who had to pull through for such a trying time in 2020. You're the real heroes. You're the real heroes of this story. Now it's your turn to make a difference, to make a change, to better the community around you, and to lead a new generation for a younger generation to look up to. My gift to you is that all of you, class of 2024, you are also inducted into the Channel X Hall of Fame. You did it. Congratulations to, again, the class of 2024. Now, it's your time to shine. Let's see what you are capable of doing out there. And make your story the best ever. Cheers. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Leave this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below. What are your favorite Pat Sayjak moments? It can even be the one that just happened just recently with the right in the butt guy. Yeah, that actually happened. But that's actually my favorite moment. But yeah, so definitely let us know your favorite Pat Sajak moment, or what's your favorite cartoon that you're looking forward to seeing on MeTv Toons when it comes available. Let us know in the comment section down below. Ringy dingy that bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you could do for us small streamers like myself. And don't worry, you won't see that happening. But you'll see a lot better. Because like I said, this is your show. And you can make it happen. And the only way that you can make it happen is by doing this one important thing. More important than hitting that like button. More important than leaving a comment. But this is the most important thing, and that is face hug that subscribe button. We will see you on Monday. We will see you on Monday with uh with the with the second year of Gamers Week. And I'll be back here tomorrow doing another exciting episode of Wrestling Prime. Got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, and hope you hope you all tune in and check it out and see what I have to see what wrestling news I'm going to be coming up with tomorrow. So till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Thank you very much, Pat. Thank you for the memory.